Hi friends, I'm Pratibha Sarathy and I'm going to tell you about my daily routine. So I'm a professional musician. I'm also a music teacher. So I have classes every day. I'm also a content creator on YouTube, which requires a lot of video shoots and audio recordings on a daily basis. And I also have a mobile app where I have to create full courses for students. So that also requires a lot of active teaching and recording. And not to forget, I am still an active student of music. So I attend my music classes every week, and to prepare for these classes, I have to practice a lot every day. So if you put all this together, I find that I'm actively using my voice for at least 5 to 6 hours a day. And I'm not even counting the time that I spend on meetings and catching up with my team, catching up with teachers, catching up with some students and so on. So how do I manage this? How do I sing so much and still maintain my voice in good shape? That is the secret I'm going to reveal today. Before that, let me give you a quick disclaimer. In this video, I'm not trying to promote the idea of singing for 5 to 6 hours a day. Okay, so I'm not telling you that you should be singing for that long every day. Okay, all I'm saying is that I'm in a profession that requires me to use my voice that much, and that is why I have come up with some very effective methods to preserve the voice. Okay, so if you are also in that kind of a profession where you have to use your voice a lot every day, then you're definitely going to find this video useful. And even otherwise, if you are a singer and you feel that your voice is getting tired very easily and you want some ideas to improve the stamina of your voice, then this video is for you. So let's jump right in. I'm Pratibha Sarathy and you're watching VoxGuru's YouTube series. If you enjoy this video, please do subscribe to the channel right away. It will make me really happy and it will give me a lot of motivation to keep creating great content for you. Dum, 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 dum. The biggest game changer in my journey is volume control, especially while practicing music. Now I practice music for at least 1.5 to 2 hours every day. And often it involves me repeatedly singing something again and again. So if I'm stuck with some particular phrase or if I'm not getting something, I make it a point to sing it again and again and again until I completely nail it. Now when we are singing something so many times, each time if we sing it with the full throated volume, our voice will get tired very fast, right? So what I do is, my entire practice happens at a very, very low volume. So for example, if I have to sing a swara pattern like this, Sari ma ga ri ri ma pa da pa ma pa da ri sa sa ri ma ga ri sa. So here I don't put my full throated volume like Sari ma ga ri ri ma pa da pa ma pa da ri sa sa ri ma ga ri sa. First of all, that will cause a lot of strain to your voice, and secondly, when you're practicing, you have to sing the same thing repeatedly, right? You may not get it right the first time. So you cannot afford to sing very loud and maintain your stamina. So in practice, I always maintain not more than 50% of my total projection. So I always do it like Sari ma ga ri ri ma pa da pa ma pa da ri sa sa ri ma ga ri sa. So throughout my practice, this is the maximum intensity or maximum pressure that I apply on my throat, and I save my full voice for later. Maybe when I'm singing to my teacher or I'm singing in front of somebody. But let me tell you one thing. Just because I'm asking you to reduce your intensity or volume, that does not mean that your voice should become weak. So I'm not looking for a voice like Sari ma ga ri ri ma pa da pa ma pa da ri sa. So this kind of airy or weak sound is not what I'm looking for. So even though our volume is low, our voice should still have a lot of strength. So it should be like Sari ma ga ri ri ma pa da pa ma pa da ri sa. Okay, so that clarity has to be there. Only then your practice will be productive, right? So try this method and tell me how it works for you. Initially, you may feel very weird because when we are used to singing at a very loud volume, when we bring it down, we kind of feel like we are not singing at all, We feel like we are not doing enough. So we feel the need to really push and bring out our full intensity. So it takes a little getting used to sing in this manner with a very minimal intensity. But trust me, that is very good for your vocal health. The second game changer for me was vocal technique. Now, if I want to sing effortlessly and still bring out the clarity of the music, I need to have a very good vocal technique, right? I cannot just sing all the notes with my speaking voice. That would cause a lot of strain. Now, this is something I did not realize for a very long time. I kept thinking something is wrong with me. I thought I am not talented enough. That's why I am not able to hit those high notes. Some of my friends were hitting it so easily and I used to think, they are really talented and I'm not good enough. But it was later when I met a really good voice expert that I realized that the problem was not with talent, the problem was with technique. But let me tell you one thing, not everyone struggles with vocal technique. Some people are blessed with a naturally well connected vocal resonance. So their chest voice, mixed voice and head voice are so beautifully connected by nature. So even without making much effort, they can span the upper notes and lower notes very easily. But I am not one of those lucky people. I had to put a lot of effort to actually transform my vocal technique. I had to repeatedly try different things. I had to experiment how the chest voice and head voice works. I had to try and smoothly connect them. I failed multiple times. So it was a very rigorous journey, but trust me, it's worth it. Because today I don't have to worry about vocal technique. Now vocal technique has become a part and parcel of me. It has become my second nature. So now I can focus completely on the emotions of the song. I can focus on all the peripheral aspects because the fundamental aspects are already established. So if you are somebody like me who does not have that natural vocal range, then you definitely need to focus on vocal technique. You need to start training your voice right away, and you need a good expert to ensure that you are in the right direction. Because voice training is not something where one rule can be applied to everyone, right? Depending on your voice, depending on how your voice behaves, we have to figure out how to healthily increase the vocal range. So whatever we are doing should be safe and healthy. That is more important, right? It is not important to somehow touch the high note, right? Anybody can touch the high note by shouting and screaming. But the important thing is you have to touch it in a healthy manner, and it should also sound beautiful. That is more important, right? So for that, we definitely need a good expert on the other side, because what you hear of your own singing is very different from what the expert hears. And last but not the least, I started recognizing vocal fatigue. What is vocal fatigue? It means your voice is getting tired, it is getting exhausted. Do you know how to identify when your voice is exhausted? Because when we sit for practice, we cannot just set a timeline saying that, okay, I will practice for 1 hour, no matter what happens. We can't do that, right? We have to keep checking on our voice. We have to ensure our voice is in good shape. Only then we can continue the practice. If we see that our voice is getting tired and stressed, we need to stop. We need to know when to stop. Okay, so that is one more very big insight that I gathered from my voice training journey, and I'm going to tell you a simple way that you can identify when your voice is tired. So for this, what you need to do is sing your lowest note. Okay, so if your lowest note is so sing that note in the beginning of your session first. Usually in the beginning of the session, the note will be very resonant, it will be very relaxed, and it will sound very strong. So once you start your practice, after about 20 minutes, come back and try to sing this note again. Okay, so again try to do. So observe the quality of this note now. Is it similar to the quality of the initial note, or has the voice started changing a little bit? So if it is similar, then you can keep practicing. And after another 20 minutes, again try to sing this lowest note. Now gradually, as you keep practicing, after a point, this low note will start sounding like right? It will start getting breathy. It will start getting airy. So instead of the bold sound like it will start sounding like So if you hear this kind of a sound in your low note and you are not able to produce that strong resonant sound, then that means your vocal cords are stretched out. So you need to take a break, give it a couple of hours, and after that it will get better. So you can keep checking that low note, how it sounds. It is just like how an elastic works, right? Imagine you are stretching an elastic. So if you slightly stretch the elastic, it will come back to its original position. But if you keep on stretching it for a very long time, it will stay in the stretched position for a while, and only if you stop stretching it, after some time it will come back to the original. So that is how the voice also works. So if you see any signs of fatigue, it means that you need to stop right there. Hope you enjoyed this video and will start working towards building your stamina. If you want step-by-step guidance in developing your voice and becoming a better singer, then please join VoxGuru's live voice culture course. We have a beautiful voice culture program which is a 6-month live course. So in this you will learn all the exercises that you need to maintain your voice really well and to sing without strain. So I have put in more than 10 years of my experience into this course. Okay, so whatever exercises I am practicing on a daily basis, that is what you will also be learning. So come join us in this journey by dropping us a WhatsApp message. I have shared the link in the description. So just say hi and we'll get back to you with all the details of the program and let us take your singing to the next level. Also, don't forget to download the VoxGuru app, where you can also find some self-learning courses in voice culture and also in other styles of music. So please do explore the app, and I'll be waiting for that WhatsApp message. Take care and stay safe.